Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since my last one, and today I want to show you what I've been up to. A few months ago, I joined a workshop on handmade watercolors and oils. I thought it would be fun to learn how to make my own paints, the same way artists used in the past. What really got me curious was understanding what's actually inside the materials we use. And it's really simple. You just need two things, the pigment and the medium. For watercolors, it's gum arabic, and for oils, it's linseed oil as a binder. And the best part is, I can even do it from home. I made the blue one with glycerin and the green one with honey. Well, here I'm making the oil paints. I chose yellow and red, and this one was harder than the watercolors. This one takes more time to blend and mix. You need to add the linseed oil like slower, and it's a little bit harder, but it was fun at the same time. It felt satisfying doing it. This is my new friend, and she chose the green one, the emerald green. The workshop was right across from the Ballet Museum, so as soon as it ended, I went with a new friend to see the exhibitions. Inside, you can explore collections that go from pre-Inca and Inca periods all the way through the colonial era and the Republic. Each gallery feels like a time capsule carrying you back thousands of years, some pieces dating as far back as 5 millennia. You can find ceramics, textiles, sculptures, goldsmithing, and more. It's incredible, and it fills me with pride and excitement to learn more about my own country through its art. What fascinates me the most is how people manage to create such meaningful works with the only most basic tools. They didn't have a modern pigments or industrial processes, yet their creations feel alive and deeply expressive. It reminds me that each generation refines what came before it, learning and improving little by little. There's something beautiful in the lineage of knowledge. I have never been so close to a painting before. I could see the brushstrokes, the texture, and even the fine cracks that time had carved into the canvas. Each detail whispered a story, both fragile and enduring. During the colonial period, the influence of the Catholic Church is palpable. Religious narratives dominate paintings and sculptures, infused with European techniques yet intertwined with local symbols. The blending created a unique cultural dialogue. And also in this museum, you can find the largest painting in Peru. It's called The Funerals of Atahualpa. And this one was my favorite painting.
Guys, I love ducks. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them over there.
It's ballet time. I'm gonna watch a Swan Lake. I still find it a bit hard to mix colors without wasting too much paint. Sometimes I open my sketchbook with a shade clearly in my mind, but when I try to capture it, it doesn't quite appear. It doesn't make me give up, but it does feel a little discouraging at times. That's when I remind myself to return to the foundation of painting, the color theory. The book I'm studying has become a kind of compass guiding me through the essentials of oil painting. I go back to the primaries and the secondaries, and then to what fascinates me the most, the complementary colors. Red and green, blue and orange, yellow and purple. They look so intense when they stand alone, almost too pure, but when you mix them together, they begin to shift, lose their brightness, turn it muted, sometimes even looking a bit off. And yet, that's the part I find the most beautiful, because in nature, we rarely ever see colors in the purest state. If you look out at the horizon, the colors in the distance aren't sharp or vivid. They are soft, almost faded. Or take a tree. Its leaves are never just one bright green, but the whole range of shades shaped by light, shadow, and time. The contrast, the balance between what's vivid and what's muted, is what makes everything feel alive. And it's at my sketchbook, experimenting with those contrasts, I realized this is also what evolving feels like. Life isn't made of only the bright, perfect moments. Just like a page is filled with color, we need the balance of tones, the softer, less obvious shades that at first might feel dull or discouraging. Without them, the picture feels flat. Growth comes from blending opposites, from finding harmony between what shines and what fades. Evolving, it's learning to embrace those imperfect shades, to see how they're not mistakes, but the very things that give depth, honesty, and meaning to the bigger picture. So I return to the basics again and again, to mix, to test, to adjust, because evolving, just like painting, isn't about chasing perfection. It's about balance, and in that balance, discovering what it truly means to keep growing. And then I began to understand something deeper, the power of light and shadow. When I work only with black, white, and shade of gray, I see how life can have volume even without color. A simple form takes shape, depth is revealed, and suddenly the empty sketchbook feels alive. And after that, I go back to something even more fundamental, the light and shadow. Working with grayscales, just black, white, and all shades in between, teaches me that even without color, forms come alive. A sphere suddenly looks round and tree trunk feels solid. A face carries expressions. Volume appears not because of color, but because of value. And it makes me realize that shadow is not just emptiness, it's the structure that allows the lights to be seen. Without contrast, everything would look flat. Without the darker tones, there would be no depth, no sense of a space, no foundation, no growth. The shadowing in art and life, it's a process of learning. It's not something to avoid, but something to embrace. Just like a grayscale trains your eyes to see before you can work with the richness of color, challenges and darkened times shape us, preparing us for when the light arrives. Without shadow, light will lose its meaning. Without difficulty, joy would not shine as brightly. The gray tones, be the in-betweens, prepare us for the vibrancy of colors, and that's where evolving and enduring come in. Enduring the shadow is what gives meaning to the light. It what builds depth, contrast, and balance. To evolve, we need both. The clarity of the light and the mystery of the darkness, because only together can we reveal the full picture. A few days ago, I went with my mom to see the Russian ballet perform the Swan Lake. Ballet has always had a special place in my heart. When I was little, I even practiced it myself, and I always been drawn to its elegance, the discipline, and the music. The beauty in every movement. Seeing it again remind me of that old love and it inspired me to create something new, a watercolor slash wash painting of Odette, the main character. What fascinates me about Odette, it's her story. Is it just about beauty, grace? Actually, it's about a struggle. She cursed to live between two worlds, a swan by day and a human by night. The contrast between light and shadow, hope and despair, fragility and strength is what makes her so powerful. And it's exactly what I want to capture in my painting. Odette at dawn. In that fleeting moment where she stops being human and transforms back to a swan. While watching the performance, what really inspired me was how every movement carried meaning. It was about perfection, it was about persistence. She keeps going no matter what, and that hit me. Because endurance isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about moving forward away. It's about focusing on what we can control, working through in step by step, and eventually finding a solution and with it a sense of peace. Now in this part that I'm painting the water, I'm trying to make it very diluted. Just a little bit of pigment and dilute it with water. And what I'm trying to also to do is adding a little bit of contrast, like a dark and shadows, because if we can realize the water also is very transparent of course, and what we do is like try to make a contrast between the flowers, like the background it's also reflecting in the water. So that's what I'm currently doing, and I'm also trying to fix a little bit the colors in the bushes. This is what I'm currently like painting and also relaxing and listening to a little bit of music at the same time. Right now what I'm doing, it's blending and mixing and making contrast between blue tones and green tones, but in an impressionistic style. Well, right now I'm painting the face. I'm applying the first layer. It's going to be a yellow tone, and as a contrast for mid-tones I'm using a pinkish brown on the forehead, the ear, and all around the face. Right now I'm also painting the dress. I chose purple, violet color, mauve color, and I'm also making some reflections on the water. Something that I need to work on is to calculate the amount of water that I'm using in my paintings, because most of the time the paper it's curving a little bit and I'm applying too much water, so it's something that I need to work on, but it's part of evolving. And this is how it's looking so far. Right now I'm applying the last details, blending a little bit more, making a little bit of contrast, taking a look, and I'm done. I temporarily put the paint in this frame, but later I will switch it for another one. guys, I was doing some errands and I found this park and I came here and oh my god, it's very, very pretty. It has a train even here. So I'm gonna take a walk here and look around the park. Winter already started, but it feels hot today. I don't know. This weather is a little bit weird because some days it's hot, some days it's cold, it's rainy, gray, but the next day it's sunny and pretty. So in this case, I like this kind of winter. I don't like the cold ones, but hey guys, right now I'm about to go to a festival. It's called Lima Teje, and I'm going with my grandma. It's the first time and I'm very excited. I'm going to see around different type of yarns like workshops, and it's so cool. So let's go with me. Okay, I'm already in the festival, so I'm going to show you around the different yarn spots, and I hope you like it. I had a very good day and I'm very tired. I bought a lot of yarn and I have some plans in mind, some projects, and well, right now I'm gonna rest. Hey guys, I love this place. I love the decoration. It's very nice.
especially that chandelier that it's over there. Looks pretty cool.
I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Stay creative. Bye bye.